Guy J. Spencer Jr. was born in Huntsville, Alabama, July 24, 1933. He attended Huntsville City Schools and then Swanee Military Academy, where he graduated in 1951. Guy attended the University of Alabama, where he was a member of Phi Delta Theta fraternity. He was drafted in 1954 and served as a member of the U.S. Army Signal Corps as a cryptographer, stationed in Frankfurt, Germany, until his honorable discharge. Guy joined the family business, Alabama Oil Company, in 1956. He occasionally mentioned that he had actually hand-dug tank holes, a foreign concept today. He became president of the company in 1964 following the death of his father. The company originally opened in Huntsville in 1923, and his father managed it from 1925 until he purchased it in 1941, prior to the United States entering World War II. The business first operated as an independent with Red Hat Oil, switching to P&Cma a few years later. The longest run of the brand was 65 years with Amoco in Madison County and later Morgan and Limestone counties. During the energy crisis in 1974, trucks ran in convoys to the terminals, guarded by state troopers. Guy literally rode shotgun on a convoy in support of his drivers. In April 1974, with dismal oil projections, he acquired Home Ice and Coal of Huntsville. Several more ice plant acquisitions in Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia made it the largest ice company in the Southeast, and it was eventually renamed Mid-South Ice. Always an optimist in business, he purchased Mid-South Oil Company in 1978 in the Birmingham market, a Citgo jobber. The three operations formed the Spencer Companies. To this day, many refer to it as Spencer Oil, which actually exists in Michigan. Guy always spoke of surrounding himself with good people and letting them work. His lifelong friend, Robert E. Bob Adams, was his trusted advisor and executive vice president throughout most of Guy's tenure. In 1981, they started the proprietary Spenco fuel service card lock. It was highly successful, with assurances of fuel based on allocation after the long fuel lines of 1974 and even the 1979 trucker strike. He resisted joining Fuelman and other early fleet services, but eventually networked through Pacific Pride and then CFN. Over the years, Guy served as chairman of the National Oil Jobbers Council, NOJC. He was awarded the Outstanding Oilman Award by the Alabama Petroleum Council and Man of the Year by the Alabama Petroleum Marketers Association. Guy was always open to new opportunities. The drive converted the service station property at Governor's Drive and Clinton Avenue into Huntsville's first self-service location in the early 1970s. Mid-South Ice even served the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. The company built the largest ice production facility in the world in Atlanta, but still had to build up stock for the event. Coca-Cola had released their new 20-ounce plastic bottle, leaving much of the ice unused, and the ice was actually sold a second time. In 1997, two ice companies courted Spencer, and the ice division was sold to Ready Ice. Feeling the need to grow again, the company purchased Huntsville-based Thrasher Oil Company in 2001, becoming a shell jobber. Amoco had just been bought by BP, and in 2010, BP experienced the Deepwater Horizon spill. In 2013, they chose to sell the Spencer contract with others to Marathon Petroleum to offset some of their losses, so it was a changing landscape for several years. Guy served as chairman of the board of the Spencer Companies until the time of his death at age 82 after a short illness in 2015. The Spencer Companies sold operations in 2021 after 98 years of success and employing thousands who helped make it happen. Guy believed in giving back to his community. He served on many boards, including the original committee for the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. He served as chairman of the Huntsville Depot Museum Board for its entire 19 years, developing it to the pre-Civil War history of Huntsville and the railroad. The board built the popular roundhouse, which is still used for many community events. He was a founding director of the Citizens Independent Bank, now a part of Synovus, a trustee of the University of Alabama Huntsville Foundation, the Randolph School of Board Trustees, president of the Huntsville Museum of Art Foundation, and a director and chairman of the Huntsville Convention and Visitors Bureau. Eventually, he received the University of Alabama President's Cabinet and received a Certificate of Merit for Outstanding Service to the community by the Madison County Commission and a Humanitarian Award by the Arthritis Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the family of Guy J. Spencer, Jr.